on multi-level marketing. Donald Trump, yeah, he didn't make the top 10 wealthiest men in the world, but Trump's doing okay, and he just this year opened his own network, the Trump Network. So when your friend, when your brother-in-law, when the guy that you work with says, "Nah, those things don't work," well, the question might be, do they? You know, why do the billionaires love it and these people don't understand it? Well, there's the clue. The billionaires may understand something about multi-level marketing. I call it relational marketing, that some people don't. Let me show you. This is one of the major reasons that billionaires love MLM, exponential growth. Let me show you what I mean. If you ask the average person, which would you rather have? I've got a job that's going to take you 30 days to complete. I'll pay you $100,000 in cash today for you to do the job, or I'll give you a penny today and double it each day. In other words, a penny today, 2 cents tomorrow, 4 cents the next day. At the end of the first week, I'll give you 64 cents that day, day 7. Most people would take the 100 grand. But on day 14, into the second week, you're in the money now. You made $81. But watch this. Day 21, you're at $10,000. Day 28 in 4 weeks, it's $1.3 million. I guess you made a mistake, huh? Day 30, $5.368 million. That's exponential growth, or the power of compounding. This is what taking some of your time and leveraging it to train up some people in your downline to help them go out and double your efforts. You see, you only have 168 hours in a week, but if you take 10 hours of your time and you help 100 people, now all of a sudden you've got 1,000 hours a week that you're earning income part-time. This is the easiest, best way to create wealth for most people. Let's talk about it again, that $90 billion. You see, O-Life will capture between 5 and 7% of that market share. But when we capture just the first 1% of that current $90 billion that was being spent even a year ago, that's $900 million a month, almost $1 billion a month. I hope you can see it. You see, wireless is not a trend. I mean, you got a cell phone. Mark Kim said it's either in your pocket, your purse, it's on your belt. If you drove away from the house this morning and you forgot it and left it laying on the counter, you didn't get far before you turned around and came back and got it. It's something we can't live without anymore, folks. Think about it. Well, ask yourself this question. How about next month? You still going to need it? 3 months from now, you think you'll still use your cell phone? 6 months? A year? That's right. It's not a trend. It's a revolution. What I'm going to suggest that you do, check out what we're talking about, and then come join us. Let's talk about O-Life, the company background. O-Life is affiliated with several multi-billion-dollar companies in Asia. Grace Electron in the United States, Han Rigid Plastics in the United States, Forchick, Fourplex. Grace Electron, here they make these copper-clad laminates and prepeg all around the world. They've got 3 facilities. Plants in Asia span more than 100,000 square meters. That's not feet, that's meters. I don't know, that's a lot. Their total capacity is now an astounding 500,000 sheets of copper-clad laminates every month. The CEO of O-Life also is the co-owner of Fourplex, sole distributor for Nanya Plastics in North American. That's a $7 billion corporation. They got offices in L.A. and in Chicago. Formosa Plastic Group, $85 billion corporation owned by Mr. Lyle's late uncle, Mr. Yung-Ching Wang. Last year, 2009, they were ranked 323. Well, that's not all that good. Oh, no, wait. That's in the global 500, the ranking of the top 500 world's largest corporations. They were ranked 323, and that was up from the previous year of 395. So even during this recession that we're in, they moved up 30 points. amazing. His first cousin, Chair Wang, runs HTC, a $3.7 billion corporation. If you're into cell phones, you know about the Evo, the HTC phones. It's a Wi-Fi hotspot. It's an HD camcorder. This is a cool phone, guys. You think we'll probably be carrying the HTC phones? Somehow I think that it'll probably be our #1 phone. So again, Olife is backed by one of the richest families in all of Asia. This is Olife right here, the owner, Michael Lau. Fourplex, co-owner, Michael Lau. Sole distributor for Swissline in China, the most premier cosmetic group, Michael Lau. Formosa Plastic, Yongqing Wang, Michael Lau's uncle. HTC, that's High-Tech Computer, Cher Wang. Grace Electron, co-owner, Michael Lau, and his cousin, Dr. Winston Wang. Yeah, we've got strong financial backing. So here's what Olife provides: a strong financial background, considerable sourcing capabilities in order to bring us the very best in products. Over 25 years of international business experience, allowing us to be poised for immediate global expansion. Guys, within the next 30 days, we will open Taiwan and Canada. As a matter of fact, right now, while we're speaking, Mr. Lau is in Taiwan. He's doing the due diligence to open Olife within the next week or two, certainly by the 1st of January. Canada, January. Now, they've got the immediate experience and everything needed to open up worldwide. Now, this will come back. We'll talk about this global expansion a little bit later. Olife has 3 specific divisions. The first division they've had open now for about the last 8-9 months. It's their health division. Olife constantly does research on the most current methods to improve health and well-being through organically produced ingredients. Their beauty division was to open like right now, but they moved technology up in front of it because of us, because of the guys that were interested in doing the prepaid telephone. So really, beauty will open probably after the 1st of the year. The technology in the prepaid cell phones is going to be opening sometimes very soon, between now and Christmas, for sure. The best compensation plan period. Now, grab you a pen, grab you some paper, take some notes. I'm going to go through this pretty quick. You're going to have some questions. We'll take questions here at the end. But in order to earn commissions, you must be both active and qualified. Here's what active means. You do 40 PV. PV is point value. Every single product, every single service is assigned a point or a number of points, and it's based on the profit of that product or service. You do 40 PV in the current month, and you're on auto ship. Simply stated, it says that you're not only going to do the 40 points this month, you've given a credit card, debit card, or a check where you can say, also ship me next month. That's active. Qualified, you sponsor one IBO who is also active. Congratulations. You're now in business for yourself, but you're certainly not by yourself. The best compensation plan, let's show you why. You can qualify for 4 separate bonuses. There's a fast start bonus. This one's paid weekly, and I don't mean W-E-A-K. You'll see, it's paid weekly. There's a matrix bonus. There's an infinity bonus, and there's a global sales bonus. You remember me saying, remember global? It would come up again. You'll see, it's exciting. This one right here is certainly worth talking about. It's reentry certificates. Let's go through and kind of explain them so you'll have a little bit of grasp about what we're talking about. Okay, first of all, let's talk about the fast start bonus. Here's you. Down here, if you'll notice, it said success begins with 1. Here's what it means. When you introduce one IB or customer, your commissions begin. You'll earn 25%. Down here at the bottom, it says you'll receive a percentage of the total points, again PV, on everything purchased in the first 30 days by every one of your newly sponsored IBOs and customers. So you sponsor, you introduce one IBO, you'll earn 25%. The second one, you'll earn 25% of, let's just assume the minimum. Everyone's required to do 40 PV, so 25% of the minimum would be $10. You need a pay raise? Sponsor another one. It goes up to 30%, and it stays at 30% for the third, fourth, fifth, and sixth person that you sponsor. 30% of the 40 is $12. Time for another pay raise. The seventh person that you sponsor, it jumps up to 35%, and it stays there for the seventh, eighth, ninth, and 10th person that you sponsor. Again, 35% of the point value, or PV, is $14. And then your final pay raise comes after you sponsor the 10th person. It jumps up to 40%, and from now on, every single IBO you sponsor, you'll earn 40%. This is not per month. This is total. So it's 40% of 40, or $16. Again, these commissions, the fast start bonuses, they're paid weekly. Now let's talk about the matrix pay. When you sponsor a new IBO and they sponsor their IBOs, each will be placed into your 4x10 matrix. The system will automatically place each new IBO. It's called a forced matrix. They go in first from left to right, then from top to bottom. Let me show you what I mean by that. This is you. The first person you sponsor goes on all the way over to your left. That's A, B, C, and finally your D leg. A, B, C, D. You have 4 legs, 4, and then 10 in depth. The next person that you sponsor, it then goes from top to bottom. He goes right here. Got it? Now people say, well, what about, where do these people, when they sponsor someone, where do they go? Great question. A, B, C. Let's say that your C leg, this person, they sponsor someone. I bet they go right there. Your B person, they sponsor someone right here. Now let's say you sponsor someone else. This one, and this one is filled. Where do you think it's going to go? There you go. That's how simple it is. From left to right, and then from top to bottom. Pretty simple. Starting on the second month and each month thereafter, when IBOs in your matrix activate, that's the 40 points, or they purchase products, you'll receive a matrix bonus provided that you have personal auto ship of 40 PV and you sponsor at least one active IBO. Just one. That's where it begins. Now, let's look at the dollars, what that's worth to you. What did all that mean? When you personally sponsor one IBO and they're on auto ship, here's what happens. You'll be paid 7% on the first, second, and third level. 7% of 64 people in this level times the 40 points that they do at a minimum. If that's not enough money, again, you sponsor the second person, and you'll be paid 7% on levels 4 and 5. Time for another pay raise? Sponsor the sixth person, and you're paid 5% on levels 6 and 7. And then finally, sponsor 10 people, and you'll be paid 5% on levels 8, 2% on 9, and 10. Now, what do these percentages and numbers mean in real dollars? Well, let's look over here. This is just an illustration. It's assuming that every IBO does just the minimum of 40 points per month. Obviously, no bonuses are going to be paid if there's no products purchased. The points are paid on profit, okay? From left to right across the top, it talks about the levels, IBOs in that level, total IBOs, one auto ship, 2, 6, 10, monthly bonus paid on each level, and then the accumulation